right, we're back with another episode on our $1 million journey. So today I have a strategy in mind. I'm gonna see what I can do here. It's not really like a specific strategy. I'm just gonna try something a little different on the way I play. Basically though, if you are new here, what we're doing is we're taking $1 and working our way up to try to get $1 million through gambling. So the first thing I want to show you guys is the spreadsheet. Before we hop into actual playthrough, I want to talk about what I did with the balance. So I actually ended up withdrawing some money. So I locked in some profits. I talked about it in the Discord. I made a poll on what I should do with the money. I talked about if I should invest it, if I should invest it in crypto, if I should invest it in stocks and ETFs, or if I should just put it into a savings account. Personally, I wanted to invest it in something, but the poll was decided by everyone in the Discord, which we're almost at like 200 members. So if not in there, join the Discord. I'm gonna do a giveaway at 200 members in the Discord. We're very close to that, so hop in there if you're not in there already. But everyone in the Discord voted, and the winning number, or like the winning vote, was to withdraw the money to a savings account. So I pulled the money out and it's invested, it's in a savings account in USDC. So I'm gonna get a 4% return on that. I think it's like 4.1. That's a yearly return. So that's like 4 days of profit in 1 year. Not the best return. That's the plan for now. I might change it up in the future, but we're gonna start with the savings account. So I withdrew $530, and that money came from the casino apps that I use. So you're probably looking at the sheet and you're probably a little bit confused. Let me explain this real quick. So I realized when I would play 4 days in one session that it was a lot, and I feel like I wasn't doing well. I would be making bad decisions once I'm playing for like almost an hour straight. So I opted into just playing like 3 days of the challenge, which is like 3 days of getting 1% in every video. I post 2 times a week, so it's really 6 days of playthrough every week. So there's always like an extra day. So because of that, I've been doing that for like probably a month or two now. Actually, probably a little bit longer. I don't know. But the point is, the balance is like technically really far ahead. So like this is where the balance is at on all the bonuses and everything. But I'm playing like a little bit behind. So I don't know if that really makes sense, but like I'm in June right now and I'm still playing back in May, just because I'm doing 3 playthroughs every episode, like 3 days. So that extra day each week is kind of being like added on. So I have a little bit of like leeway, which is kind of nice if I want to like front load some videos for you guys. I'd rather be like behind than like waiting and like falling behind on like uploading because I don't have enough, if I'm like too far ahead in the challenge, if that makes sense. But either way, the reason I'm showing you this and explaining that is because I keep track of like the daily balance every single day when I claim bonuses and whatever I do. So you can see that I added 2 new apps, and I'll explain those once we get to those in the challenge, but I added 2 new apps to the challenge to get more bonuses. So that's why there's like some blank spaces up here, but I'm tracking them down here. Typically I just hide this for the videos. And then the biggest thing is I want to show you, real time I pulled this money out, but I played backwards a little bit behind. So we pulled out $530, and that's in the savings account. So the balance in the website will be a little bit lower today, and that's because I pulled out some money. So it's gonna be kind of weird keeping up with that. I'm gonna have to like add up if I still had the full balance. But that is, that's where we're at. So I just want to say I pulled that money out. I locked in that profit. I don't plan on dipping into that savings account unless I hit some stop losses. If I hit a lot of stop losses, then I'll have to dip into it. But the goal is to never touch that savings account. The goal is to keep what's in the website that I play on, and then maybe use like the apps and transfer money over and not touch that savings account at all. But every time I figured, like, so through these apps, I just want to explain, I kept in anywhere from like 25 to like 50 bucks in each account, just in case there's some sort of like wagering bonus or something like that. I just want to have like a little bit of money in each account, but I pulled out like the excess. So out of this app, I pulled out like 150 bucks. Out of this app, I pulled out 60 bucks. I left all the money in this one. I pulled out 30 bucks in that app. And then this app, I pulled out 110 bucks. And I'll explain why. I got a sign up bonus, but I'll explain that later on in another episode. So I put out all those funds into that savings account, and that's where we're sitting. So I know it's a little bit confusing since I like never explained that before and how I play like a little bit behind, but I just want to clarify that's why the website balance will be a little bit smaller today than what we're used to. So with that all said and done, I'm gonna flash on the screen if I haven't already, but I just had like one deposit bonus for this episode. So that boosted our balance up like $5. But we're sitting at 620 bucks in the balance. And our 1% profit goal for today will be $6.20, and then our stop loss will be $25. Okay, so my plan today is to prevent going deep into a hole. That's my whole idea for this episode. So what I mean by that is I don't want to go down a ton of money. And I'm not gonna try to double up and like chase losses, right? Because the last episode I broke the stop loss, which you guys were super supportive of that. I thought I was gonna get ridiculed. A couple people did, but yeah, I didn't intentionally do that. It's never the plan to do that. I haven't done that in a long time, but really don't want to do that again. I was so stressed out doing that. I think I like lost like 6 months of my lifespan just from the stress of that, and that's only on a $600 bankroll too. So I can't imagine doing that on like a bigger bankroll, like $1,000 or something. But what we're gonna try to do is get like $1 in the profit and then move on to a different game. So let's see if we can get 3 clicks. Okay, there's one win right there. We just dodged a couple bombs there. That's pretty close. Let's try to do this one more time. We should be up like about $1. So let's try to do 3 more. I'm gonna pick 2 randoms. Okay, nice. So we're up 98 cents. Let's do 1 mine and just go for 1 click just to get those extra cents. Now we have a full $1 in the account. I'm gonna pop over to a different game and see what we can do. All right, so we're playing speed baccarat, and the plan is to just do dollar bets and maybe do a $2 bet if we go up a little bit. But I'm gonna go with player to start here, and we already have $1 profit. So if we take a loss, okay, there's a win. If we take a loss, we still like start off a little bit up, right? So let's stay with player for now. And our profit goal is $6.20. So we'll see if we can get a couple wins in here. Nice, okay. Let's do one more. Let's stick with player. It's on a run. I like the run. Sometimes I've seen some crazy heaters on this game. Okay, there we go. So we're up $4 in profit. I'm gonna go into a different game and try to finish off the last $2.20. All right, we need $2. Oh wait, okay. All right, the live stats reset, but we need $2.20. So what I'm gonna do is start off on the wheel. We got medium risk going here, and I'm gonna try to get the 20 cents first. That's gonna be the first goal here. I'm gonna break it down into small chunks. Okay, there's a break even. Let's see if we can get a win here. There's another break even. I'm just gonna keep doing 20-cent bets. Hopefully we can get a decent win. There we go. Okay, so we need 220. We have 80 cents. Let's try to get this up to $1 since we got a good win there. Let's bring us back down to 20. Okay, we're up to $1. Now we need $1.20. So I'm gonna take this over to low risk. And let's see, if I do $1 bet, it's pretty risky. That worked out really well. I was going for 20 cents there, but that worked out way better. Let's bring this down to 25 cents. Let's see if we can get a couple wins. There's a loss. Let's double up. Okay, one more on $1. That's tough. All right, let's go up to $2. That hurts. 2 in a row. Let's do a couple on $2. That's big. That brings us back a little bit. Okay, that's good. That's good. Got 2 greens in a row. Let's come back down to 25 cents. There's a loss. We're gonna double up twice. Try to get 2 wins. Oh, man. Okay. Let's go up to a $2 bet again. There's another loss. That's disgusting. One more. Okay, we're down $1. I don't want to chase too far. That's what I did last time, and it didn't work out too well for us. All right, I'm gonna do a $2.50 bet. Try to hit this one more time. Okay, we're back into pretty much break even. Let's go back down to 50 cents. We lose that again. All right. $2 bet. You got another double loss. Those are so rare to happen like that. There's a triple loss. Okay. I'm gonna pull out of here. Actually, let's go back over to let's go to medium. All right, back to medium risk. Let's start off from 45 cents and slowly try to build this back up. Let's go up to 90 cents here. Okay, let's bring us back down and do 23 cents. There's a good hit, okay. And then let's go back down to 20 cents. And try to get at least one win. One more, okay. Back to 10 cents. Let's martingale this a little bit. Okay. That loses. Come on. Oh my gosh. We're getting a crazy amount of losses here. There's a 3x, that's really good. Let's go for a 10-cent bet until this hits. Okay, so we're down $2. All right, I'm gonna play some blackjack. And we'll do, let's start off with a 50-cent bet. See if we can come back to a break even. So we're starting off, we have 2 8s and we are against a 4. So somebody brought this up in the last episode that we're gonna split this. So it's good I start off with a 50-cent bet. Somebody brought up that I check every single hand, and I do that because first of all, people will call me out if I don't play by the book. And I also want to win, so I just want to double check every single, and we lost both those. Doesn't talk about playing by the book. But I check every single hand because I just want to make sure I'm doing the right thing, and I don't want to do anything stupid. And then you guys will call me out if I don't play by the book, so that's why I make sure I try to play by the book. Okay, so we're back to our $2 loss. And realistically, a 10 against a 6, that's a double. Oh man, okay, let's do it. And we got a 12. He busts, we'll take it. So yeah, we're break even, but really we still need $2.20. So really, we're not down too bad. I'm trying to think, if I do 74 cents, 74 cents. So I need to get 3 wins with this bet size. We have a 9 against a 2. Okay, 18, I like it. Okay, cool. So it brings us down to 73 cents. So we need 2 more wins on this bet size. Okay, this is saying this is a split. We've got 2 soft 14s. Wow. So these are just hits. So we got a hit on that. And then we have a hard 13 against a 7. That's still a hit. Okay. There's our 20. I like that. So this is a hit. There's another 20. Can we get a double win here? We push on both. Okay. I'll take a push. I'll take a push and 2 losses. I thought we had that though. Okay. We need 1 more win and we will be good for today. So hopefully we get something easy here. It's a 18 against a 9. So let's see what they got. 12, 22. Okay, we got our $2.20 from our previous $4 that we were up from Baccarat. So there's our 620. Okay, just to clarify again, without we're in the sheet. So this number here is not what's in the website. I just took the previous day and added $6.20, which was our profit that we got from the live stats. So that's how I'm gonna keep track of this until we get up to day 141. We'll actually withdraw that money on the Excel sheet. So I'm just gonna, it's not gonna be the actual website balance, but it's still gonna be in line with what we're sitting at. So for day 130, we're sitting at a total of $626. So this number is still accurate. That's what I'm just saying. I'm adding this up different, but this column will stay accurate. So we do have $626, and then that makes our 1% profit goal $6.26, and then our stop loss is $25. Same concept. I'm gonna refresh the live stats here, and I'm gonna start off with a 50-cent bet, and we're gonna try to get up like $1 to start, and then take it somewhere else. That's the plan. They got 21. So let's go up to, we'll stay at 50 cents. We'll stay at 50 cents. I don't want to go up to $1 yet. 13 against a 7. It's a hit. We bust. Okay, I'm gonna double this up now after 2 losses. So we just get back to break even if we can win. Wow. Okay, we're getting dusted a little bit. We're stay at $1 bet. Okay, stay at $1. We're down $1. So if we win this, we'll be back to break even. And that's a tough hand. Let's see if we can pull something out here. Oh, 16. That's technically a hit. I gotta hit it. There's a 21. That was crazy. I did not expect that. All right, let's go back down to a 50-cent bet. And there's a blackjack. That's awesome. So let's take this in half. And see if we can just get the other 25 cents. Let's see here. We have a 14 against a 10. That's not the best. Okay. I'm gonna go for a 75-cent bet. For 76. Let's go for 76. Because if we win this, then we would just need $5 from there. So that's the idea. And we got a 13 against a 7. I don't like that. There's a 20. I'll take that all day. Come on, baby. Let's go. All right, now we need $5 for the rest of the profit goal for today. All right, back into speed baccarat. Looks like since we left the last time, it's just been a chop. I think that's what people call it. It's like what just goes back and forth. There hasn't been a run more than like 2, it looks like. And it looks like that is a tie. Okay, cool. So we didn't lose there. But looking at previous play, I think we should be playing banker. But I'm gonna stick with player. Stick with player. Okay, banker is on a run. Should we stick with it? Should we follow the crowd? I'll stick with player. I'll stick with player. Looks like that's what people were voting on too. We got 77% of the players are on player. And we need something good here. There it is. Wow. Okay. So we still need $3. I'm just gonna run with player still. It's on a streak. I'm gonna run with it. Just try to keep these at $1 bets. And that's a tie. Okay. I'll take a tie. Tie's better than a loss. You always take a tie or a push, whatever we're playing. Way better than a loss. So yeah, just the idea today is to try to get a little bit of a streak going before I'm gonna keep ripping player, but yeah, just the idea today is to try to play very small bet sizes and not double up. Because last time I was playing Martingale, and that's what was torching the balance and made me play like a degenerate. So I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to play, really not trying to dip too much into the negative at all. I want to stay positive as much as possible. Looks like Banker's on a streak now. I'm gonna have to follow the winner. Oh, they're gonna do a new shoe. So I'll stay with player, and we'll wait for that to be dealt. It might be something to consider for the challenge, like for myself. I'm just kind of thinking out loud. There's another loss. Going pretty low. I'll rip one more. And if we lose, we'll be like 74 cents in the negative, which isn't terrible. And we can try to come back from that a little bit. And it's a loss. That was like a really quick loss. Wow. Okay. All right, the live stats reset again. I think every time I leave the live baccarat, it like resets, it refreshes the page. But I think we're down like 75 cents. 76 cents maybe? 74. I think we're down 74. So let's try to come back from that. That'll be goal number one. Just come back to break even. So I'm gonna start off with a 2x multiplier and see if we can come back a little bit. So let's try to get up to 75 cents. Whoa, 683, could you imagine? All right, that's a lot of wins. So I'm expecting some losses now. Stay at 10 cents. There's an L. Okay. We need a win here just to get back to our 75 cents. Okay. So now I'm gonna refresh the live stats. Now we're back to break even on the whole day. And let's see if we can run this back up to $1. Start off with 20-cent bets. Martingale. Okay, we'll do maybe one more. Okay, whew. Not a huge fan of these martingales, so I don't like starting off with a big number. Okay, we're up 50 cents. Let's go back down to 20. 40-cent bet. There it is. And then we need so we gotta get 2 more 20s. We should be sitting in a good spot. Oh, that was so close. All right, this is getting pretty high here. I'll do 320. All right, that would have been the last one. I didn't want to go to a $6 bet. So we're at 130. We need $5 from here. All right, I'm doing 2 double street, or I guess is this 5 double streets? 5 double streets. Which is an 81% chance of winning this. If I win this, it's 50 cents. This is a speed roulette though, so if I lose, I don't know if I could double up in time. So I'll do one more on the same bet size, and then worst case scenario, win or lose this one, I'm just gonna back out and hop into auto roulette because I'll have more control over when I place my bets. Okay, good, cool. There's a win there. All right, we're doing a base unit of 20 cents, which is the dollar bet since we have 5 placed down. So all we need to do is just not hit 1 through 3 or 0, and then 34 through 36. And if we do lose, we get 20 cents on each win. Every time we win, we get 20 cents. That's our base unit. If we do lose, we have to triple up. So this would go from a $1 total bet to a $3 bet. Then you have to win 2 times to recover. So this might be, I might speed this up because this will probably take a while. Is that 7 or 1? That's a 7. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I'll speed this up, and if anything happens, then I will come back and talk to you guys then. Okay, so we hit our $6.30 that we needed. You can see that we hit a loss, so I had to triple up the bet. Then we hit another loss. So I went from a $1 bet to a $3 bet. Then I lost. I went down to a $9 bet. Anything past that, I would have stopped. Obviously, tripling up $9 is a lot, but yeah, so that worked out, and luckily we came back from that. But this strategy, I was on a huge win streak, and then you get like 2 or 3 losses in a row, and that can start to really take away from that. So this isn't a perfect strategy. If you were looking at that graph in the beginning, I just got super lucky, but at the end it worked out. All right, we added $6.30 to the balance. So the total bankroll on day 131, we're sitting at $637, and that makes our 1% profit goal $6.37, and our stop loss is $25.50. All right, Dragon Tower. It's been a long time. I'm just gonna do a 35-cent bet. And we're just gonna go for 1 click. That's all I'm trying to do. It's on easy, just 1 click. Okay, I'm gonna cash that out. I just wanna try it. All right, same strategy. I'm gonna start off with 63-cent bet on Originals Blackjack. And if we get 2 wins, we will just need $5 after that. So that's the plan. We'll see if it works out again. It worked out last time. And wow, I thought they were gonna win that. They busted. Okay, so we need 1 more win on 63 cents. We'll be up $1.27. That is saying it's a double. Let's do it. 16. They bust. Let's go. So we're up $2. Let's go for the 37 cents. Just so we don't have to get that later. Oh no. Okay, they don't have it. We have a 15 against an ace. We bust. All right, let's go up to 74 cents. 12 against the 4 is a stand. Just bust, just bust. Let's go. All right, so we're at 237. We need $4. And I'm gonna follow the winner. I think that's gonna be my strategy this session. So Banker just won 2 in a row. We're popping in here. And we get an L there, so I'm gonna follow the winner. So we're gonna play player and see how this strategy goes. All right, we lost again. Looks like it's just going back and forth, and I'm literally dodging every win possible. I'm gonna still follow the winner. And we lose again. Okay. So it keeps going back and forth, and I'm playing the wrong side every time. Let's see here. I'll stick with player this time. I'll keep it, because I feel like as soon as I'm gonna switch it, it's gonna go, okay, never mind. I'm wrong. Dang, dude. All right. I just said I feel like when I'm gonna switch it, it's gonna switch up on us and it's gonna go on a streak. So let's go with player and switch it up and watch banker win this. Shouldn't have switched. Should have kept the streak. Oh man, we're getting dusted. All right, let's stick with player. Strategy was not working out, so we switch it up, take an L, and then we get a dub. So let's stick with player again. Really not trying to double up the bet, because I'd get a loss on that, and it's just gonna keep sending us even deeper. So I'm trying to flat bet. Yeah, it looks like it just keeps going back and forth. So I don't know my strategy here, which isn't good. I shouldn't be just throwing bets down, but it is speed baccarat. So I could sit out a hand. That doesn't hurt. Player wins. Okay, cool. Yeah, it looks like it's like a chop. I think that's called a chop when it goes back and forth like that. So let me try to play banker this time. Let's see if it works in our favor. No, it does not. We take the L. Okay. I'm gonna follow the winner. Just stay with bank or stay with player. Stay with player on this one. Okay, got a win there. All right, stick with the winner. Keep going up it. We just keep winning one, lose one, win one, lose one. See if we get a couple in a row. Looks like we get a push. Yeah, we tie. Stick with player. A lot of people are throwing a lot of money on the player. We'll see if that's the move. It's either someone's gonna lose a ton of money here or, okay, looks like we won. Got a 9, nice. So we'll stick with the winner. It's on a good streak now. There's a 9. And we win again. All right, cool. Couple wins on the comeback there. We're still down $2 from where we started this coming in here, but we will stick with player. It's on a streak, and I'm trying to follow the winner. Oh no, that zero's, yeah. Take the L there. Okay, we'll go to banker. There we go. There's a win right there. And we'll stick with banker. We'll just keep following the streaks here. Yeah, I don't know if I even finished my thought earlier, but I was trying to put this into words. I always struggle when I play live games to finish my thoughts, because I'm always trying to focus on getting my bets in on time. But what I was trying to say was, I think it's okay to not, I feel like the way I usually play is either we're hitting the 1% or we're hitting the 4%. There's no in between. Like, I'm either getting that 1% or I'm hitting the 4. There's like, you know, I don't stop short of getting the 1%, and I never stop short of hitting the 4% loss. I never stop anywhere between there. It's either I'm hitting the 1% or I'm taking the L. And I think I should consider to take profits or just make my own stop loss before hitting the actual stop loss. I don't think there's any need. Like, there's times where I'll be down, say if the stop loss is like $20, I'll be down like 18 19 bucks. And I'll be playing with that last dollar, just trying to come back, which is like, I'd have to get like a 25x on that $1 to get the 1% profit goal, which is like nearly impossible, especially the way I play. So I think if I'm down a little bit and it's just like we're getting like rinsed and it's not our session, I think it's okay to just like bail out. Like last episode, I didn't even do 3 days. I just did 2 days of playthrough, and then I wasn't feeling it, so I just stopped. I think I need to start doing that more, and I think that's not necessarily a bad thing when it comes to the challenge. Like I don't have to get that 1% every day, especially since we're so far ahead. If I stopped like now at a $2 profit, it's not gonna like, I don't have to get the goal by the timeline, right? I don't have to hit the $1 million by a certain day or anything. So I think it's okay if I'm down a little bit and I just want to call it a day. I might do that instead of like last episode where I was going past the stop loss, trying to catch back up just to get to the stop loss. That's not a good way of playing. It may have been better just to cut my losses at like a $10 loss instead of, trying to come back from $10 down. But yeah, we'll see. I don't know. It's just something I'm considering. Yeah, we're getting some losses again now. It's starting to go back and forth again. We'll just keep following the winner. It's pretty even so far this whole session. Looks like 12 player wins, 13 banker wins. It's pretty even. There's a natural at 9. Take that. Wait. Oh, I was on banker. Oh, I didn't even realize that. I was so happy with that. Dang, another loss. Wow. All right. Got a $1 bet down on banker. Trying to follow the winner, but it's going back and forth. And oh no. Wow, man, that's a tie. I thought that was a loss. We're still getting pretty cooked. I can't even get back to where we started. We'll stay with banker since that was a tie. Dang, we just can't get anything here. Last time I switched it up, we took some L's. So let's go for a $2 bet on player. See if the player will get the win. Nice. Okay, that's big. $2 win. I'm gonna bring the bet back down to $1 and stay on player. All right, I got a $2 bet on player, and we take an L. I'll do one more $2 bet on player, and if we lose this, I'm gonna pop out of here because we just can't get a win streak. We got a little win streak back here, but the team gets back to break even, and we lose again. We're just okay. Yeah, I'm gonna pull out of here. All right, we're down almost $6. This is exactly what I was just talking about. I don't want to go too far down since we already made like 12 bucks this episode. I don't even want to go down to 12 bucks because that would be a break even on the episode. So I don't know what my stop loss is in mind, maybe 10 bucks, but I'm gonna just start off on blackjack. I don't know. I feel like blackjack's been really treating us well this episode so far. I don't want to speak too soon, but I'm just going for an 83-cent win to get to -5 on the total profit. So there we go. Let's take this to 50 cents. And I'm gonna see if I can get this to like, there's a blackjack, nice. I'm gonna see if I can get this to maybe like -$3 or $3.50. There's a bust, we'll double this up. This frozen? Oh. All right. Just bust. Nice. Okay, cool. Let's bring us to 75 cents. 14 against the 4 is a stand. And they bust. Nice. All right, I'm gonna take us back down to 50 cents. Got a couple wins there, which is really good. So I'll bring our bet down a little bit. There we go. Let's try to get one more, and then we'll be 2 in the hole. So a 15 against 15 is a stand. They have a 10, and then there's the 20. So now we got a dollar bet. We just doubled up. Take no insurance on that. They don't have it. We'll stand on the 17, and they had a 20. Okay. We'll go for the $2 bet, and I'm not gonna double up from here. So hopefully we get the win. We do. Nice. All right, we're $2 in the hole. All right, I'm gonna start off with 30 cents on the wheel, medium risk. It's pretty risky, but see if I can bring this back up to, there's a 3x, okay. Try to see if I can just bring this back to break even. Or just keep with a 30-cent base bet. Okay. There's an L. All right. Let's go to 24 cents. There's a hit. There's a 4x. So we're back into profit barely. 10 cents in the profit. Let's go with a 40-cent bet and try to get one more win. All right, we'll take that. It's not a 2x, but we'll definitely take that. All right, I'm gonna do one 8-cent bet on Keno on high risk. Okay, just wanted to try that. All right, on originals roulette, I'm trying to do the 5 streets, but I don't think you can actually like place a double street. So I have to set this up, and I always forget how to set this up. So I'm gonna need to play this a couple times to see. Okay, we won that, but I just don't have the bet set up properly. So I gotta put more money on this. Let's see if that works. And that actually lost. All right, so we gotta double this up. Twice, technically. Should be a 1.2. So I have too much money on that, is what that's saying. Let's try that. I'm just keep messing with this. I don't know the actual payouts. So that's an actual loss there. So we got to double up. 1.5. One more time. Oh, the double 0. All right, we got to double up to $1.50. And then one more on $1.50. Oh, we lose that. Dang, man. Yeah, we shouldn't be losing. So we're losing money when that hits. All right, let's try a 90-cent bet. We keep hitting the spot that we can't hit. If we hit that spot, then we lose. So that's still too high. I'm really just trying to figure this out. And we just keep hitting that spot. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're getting close. So that's, we need a little bit more money on that. I think it should be, yeah, I think it should just be 3-2, right? I think that's all I needed to do, and I don't know why I was struggling with that math. Yeah, that's all I needed to do. And we hit another L. All right, I'm gonna go to $4 bet. Oh my gosh. Hit the 0. And the 13. Wow. That's crazy. There's an 81% chance of winning, and I just got like I don't even know, probably like 10 losses. Whew. All right, so we're down 12 bucks. Let's bring this back down to $2. And if we get one more loss, we'll call the video. But I'm gonna see if I can bring this back a little bit. And this is exactly what I was talking about when it comes to taking the L. So if we get it down to 12 bucks, I'm gonna stop the video. But we'll try to bring this back. So we lose that. So I'll double that up twice, which I think is more aggressive than I need to be. So I should just triple up instead of doubling up twice, because it's like a 4x on the bet, or I should only be doing a 3x on the bet. And I think our win on this is only 5 cents, so we need a ton of wins. Okay, so I'm just gonna keep ripping this for a little bit until we get a loss, and then I'll reconsider the plan. Could just turn on instant bet. Okay. Let's see if we can get this to -10 total. Okay, there it is. So we're down 10 bucks. Let me try one more thing and then I might call it. I'm gonna do dollar hands on blackjack until I lose, and then we'll stop. So if I get a loss off rip, we're done for the episode. See if we can come back a little bit. So we'll start off with a 20 against a 3. And they bust. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna keep playing the dollar until we lose. The 9 against the 4 is a double by the book. So I'm gonna rip it since we just got that previous win. If we lose this, we'll be done. 19, they have a 16, we push. Okay, we're still in it. 16 against an 8. That is a hit. I'm gonna hit that. I don't like it, but yeah, so we're gonna take the L there. We're down 10 bucks. I'm not gonna hit the full stop loss. We'll just call it there. We're still up on the video overall, so we'll leave it at that. All right, so on the whole video today, we went up a total of $7 with the bonuses and with the wins from gambling. So we went up 7 bucks. I'm still gonna take that. I kind of like that, honestly. Maybe I'll think about that in the future. If we win a couple of days and then that third day we're struggling, if I would have took the L there, that would have wiped out the entire video. So if I would have hit like the 4% stop loss, that's what I mean by hitting the L. If I would have took the L, we would have went back even before to last episode's balance. So it might be a decent strategy. Maybe I'll just, if we're up 2%, maybe I'll just put the stop loss at like 2% on the third day. I don't know. I'll think about that, but I like that. I'll take that little loss. It's not terrible. It's better than a $25 loss. So we're still up on the video, 7 bucks. I'm digging it. Good day overall. Let me know what you guys think of the strategies. Trying to get like a little bit of money first and playing with that. If you guys have any strategies, let me know. We also have a Discord. If you're not in there already, join that. The link's in the description. You can share your strategies in there, and we have a good community. So I appreciate you guys as always. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, peace.